Hey folks, welcome back to Trials and Tribulations.
Oh my. Mr. Larice feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Oh no, and her account of things is really damning.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elisa Donham, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed.
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people. And believe until the bitter end. That is what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Okay. Well, this is it. I have no idea if we have enough stuff, but nothing left we can do. Also, I know I haven't mentioned in a while, but like, holy hell, where is Pearl? You know, did anyone remember that? Because she's been missing for over a day now. Is that going to be answered today? Okay, sorry for the blip, I had a little interruption. Alright, court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. And of course it's fucking this guy, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, right? And he should remember that trial all those years ago. Oh, it's so weird to see Edward standing on this side. The defense is ready, Your Honor. And where the hell is he? The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. I mean, Godot always has confidence, it doesn't sound like him. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant. Oh, what? Hello? Girl, what? I was just talking about how much I missed you. I had no idea that she comes back for this case. I really thought it was Godot. Fancy seeing you. Oh, Edward's gonna have fun with this. The prosecution stands ready. I was not prepared to do that voice today. And you are? Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon this very special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, huh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? No, I figured he'd remember. You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say? Oh, she must be in on it.
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't. But I'm sure once before in this courtroom. Oh!
I told you, there is no such weakling.
What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom.
Well, finally someone has a problem with it.
Bailiff, remove that whip and...
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip.
Oh. Okay. You know, I didn't know you were into that, but isn't she, like, kind of your sister? I mean, I'm not sure you'd really like that from her specifically, but, you know, whatever. Yeah.
You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for this whole time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Oh, the banter between them is going to be so fun.
Allow me to add to things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
Oh, people acting bizarrely in court, are you new? The stage is set. Now continue with your proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
The murdered victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Downham. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think we had that before, right? There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Well, it doesn't have to be your last. Oh. Someone get her a stool or something. Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on there. I'm not sure about not being...
What?
I'm not sure about not being sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up and nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name's Bikini, you got it? Bikini, nice to meet everyone. Okay, is anyone else a little suspicious? Like, she just seems like so chipper and But she witnessed this whole thing. And she witnessed Iris do it, apparently. Allegedly. Which she shouldn't feel happy about. Right? That should be like a huge break of trust, basically. That's someone that she's like actually kind of close with, right?
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts shall leave the sanctuary at once. Yeah, you pervert.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me remind you, I am a sight to behold in the summer.
In any case...
Witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say, then. First, tell us about
your own movements that night, eh? Oh, is he supposed to be Canadian? Maybe I just missed that. Whatever, okay. The night of the murder. Alright, let's get serious, guys. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back leg stacked up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it.
Okay. So it was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that.
Okay, why does that sound like it actually wasn't a coincidence at all? Okay.
If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, I do think that it was just not super specific about what she actually saw. Also, there are no times mentioned anywhere here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. Okay. I think my brain— oh, shit! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we'll just press this, that's fine.
You left Iris to help with what? What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter the training exercises proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolytes so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes, yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She never once failed to follow my directions.
Okay, now this is what I was trying to say. So I think my brain gets confused between Hazakura Temple and Inner Temple. Inner Temple is the one that's across the bridge, right? So Iris is never there. I mean, there is like an account of her being there, but Iris herself said she stayed in her room, didn't she? And also, yeah, she said just past 10 p.m., so she did give a time. Okay. Right, she was in her room. Yeah, wait a minute.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, 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 don't you worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of the Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me.
The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room.
Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that. A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Also, yeah, wait a minute. Cause like, Maya is in the inner temple. And that's why she's over there. So I think what they're trying to get at is that if Iris was at the inner temple, she should still be over there. The fact that she's even here right now means that she wasn't there. And like, even if she was there, she got out in time, right? Because Bikini was there and then she wasn't.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Oh!
All people lie, that is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped here? Anyway, neither the witness or the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, we must call your memory into question.
Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, don't you?
Oh god. Well, that is exactly what I...
My memory is perfect. Crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, huh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show us a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that would alone do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to this cross-examination.
Okay. No, that's not true, is it? Because she gave something to Phoenix. She didn't have this with her.
Objection!
Oh my god. Witness, let me get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Why do you have that? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights-out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. Well, well, well. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Oh, you're beginning to like it, are you?
Order! Order the court witness! Oh!
Sister, this hood. You have you spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see, a stockpile. A surplus of hoods, huh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that the Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange.
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma,
But you won't get away that easily.
discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to Inner Temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Oh shit, we're just going and going. One after another. We got time, right?
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the Inner Temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner of the room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred when she was pushed out of her window.
How do you know that she might have been pushed? Huh? You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. And me, seeing it all from this very chair. Oh, well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. Right.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Maya Edgeworth.
calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? Let me see what I can do about this. Finish the bath around 11. Okay, this I don't get. Why did she think that she was pushed out the window? I mean, like, I know why we think that. But how did she put that together? Did she see her fall? Oh wait, no shit, that's not- oh my god, okay.
Hold it!
What makes you so sure of all this? It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump, just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from 10 feet in height. Okay. It appears the witness was not mistaken then. But how would she know that? Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple. Yeah, okay. There's only 2 of them working there. What's wrong, Miles Edward? No snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is a very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney. Right. I guess we should press this, too, because it's a big statement, right? This is the 2nd time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to— oh, thank you. The murderer who stabbed the victim with a sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time. Please, don't keep us in suspense. Her hood! Her hood? That's right, it's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? Oh no. Huh. You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? I think it is important. Shit. Shit, I don't know. Maybe I'll say no for now? Is this something I can come back to later? Shit. Yeah. These statements are as useless as the investigations of a certain detective. There's no need to record them. Very well, please continue with the testimony. Okay, wait. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like something that I can maybe open up if I want to? Damn it. Okay. Wait a minute, let me check something. What does the autopsy say? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, well, hold on. She says stabbing occurred after she was pushed.
But the body fell. Wait. The body fell after she died. So what did she see? Okay. If she was already outside, then she must have been dead by then. Right?
Objection!
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at this autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Oh!
That's right. It says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. The defendant stabbed and killed the victim here in the courtyard. How did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? So she would have been dead by then. Yeah.
Order! Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we need to investigate her room then, right? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And then she was thrown out of her window down to the courtyard below.
Objection!
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Oh. Maybe oh. That means that she could have died an entirely different way, right? She could have been poisoned, she could have been maybe strangled. Do we look at her neck? Like, guys, come on. How did we fuck this up this bad, okay?
Your whip has caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim that...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this. As I'm sure your honor is very well aware, when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed.
When the weapon is still in place. It acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding.
Oh, okay. I mean, I suppose, but like, are we sure though? Are we absolutely sure? Like, not even blood spatter or anything?
A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
Okay, never mind. We have to come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out the window, the sword is still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
Order! Order! I must admit this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of a very vital point.
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please, give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
Oh. She is servicing everyone in this joint, okay.
Oh boy, alright.
Okay, so we have started our trial, and I can tell this is going to be a lot of fun with Franziska here. I've missed her so much. Again, not the best set of circumstances, but I'm happy that she's here. I'm excited to get on with this. And we will continue with this testimony in the next episode, just because I've been recording for long enough. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.